Alright, so this is a suggestion via a donation. The name of the song is Community Outcast by the artist Devlin. If you are new here, please like and subscribe. The more that you like this content, the more that I know that you specifically want to see more of this specific type of content, okay? Let's go ahead and jump into it.
Devlin, Community Outcast. And this one's for all the characters that have been forgotten at the present time.
Alright, respect.
I represent for the jobless, that have been made redundant, that I got 4 kids and don't know how to fund them. Ever since the wife and the husband both lost their jobs in the office in London.
Alright, his cadence is extremely unorthodox. Let's continue. As of now, the message seems extremely strong, okay?
4 kids and don't know how to fund them. Ever since the wife and the husband both lost their jobs in the office in London. Now they feel financially trapped out of locked with the rats in a dingy old dungeon. Take this young father or two, signing on and the government says that his family are sponges. He's like, damn man, we ain't got a penny or a pound, let alone money for milk and nappies and trainers and jumpers.
He's gonna have to do what he has to do to survive. That's basically what it is when everyone in your household lose their job, you have to survive, right? Doing things potentially that, you know, the larger society does not want to actually happen, but what is to be expected when he just said the government calls them sponges, yes, and he has no way to feed his family, right? Keep that in mind. I think that goes back to like an old trope, basically, like if you want to legitimately solve crime in your area, give people jobs. All right, let's get it.
Like that man, we ain't got a cover or two, signing on and the government says that his family are sponges. He's like that man, we ain't got a penny or a pound, let alone money for milk and nappies and trainers and jumpers. He got taken off site 'cause it's cheaper to pay Europeans to labour in numbers. How's he gonna take care?
Generally, see, listen, I'm not from Europe. I live in Europe currently, right? But so for example, in America, it is generally cheaper to pay people not from America because, for example, I think there was an old study that came out, dude. They tried to, for example, all the farmers tried to get rid of the Central and South Americans, yes, and hire Americans, right? But here's an interesting theory on immigration, right? Because look, they were like, listen, we'll give you guys $15 to $20 an hour to come and do it. Americans don't want to do that shit, bro, right? So yeah, it's always cheaper, unfortunately, to hire someone outside of your country to do something within your country because generally your countrymen think that they are generally better than everyone else. And that's a simple thing that goes around the world. It's an everywhere thing, right? So I understand what he's saying in the sense of that, but it is cheaper to pay other people that actually want to do it more so than pay more. And I understand fully. It's a terrible concept, right? But we live in a capitalist society, right? Damn, dude. Let's get it.
He got taken off site 'cause it's cheaper to pay Europeans to labour in numbers. How's he gonna take care of his youngers? I represent for the people, let down by a nation and left in the streets where it's evil. Little kids surrounded by knives and heroin needles. I represent for the people, let down by a nation and left in the streets where it's evil. Community outcasts, cold, tired and feeble. I represent for the homeless, let down by a nation. More interested in war and invasion when children are sleeping at railway stations. No home or money, they wish they could phone their mummy to put a hot meal in their tummy. So at night when the temperature drops, I'm asking you, remember what you've got. These kids go home to a cardboard box. They're the sole survivors, warming their hands with a flickering flame of the lighters. All their life they've been frightened, walk the streets with their heads down, knowing deep down inside that they've really been let down by a country that's crippled. And I thought mankind was supposed to be civil. I represent for the people, let down by a nation and left in the streets where it's evil. Little kids surrounded by knives and heroin needles.
Oh shit!
For the people,
I think he may be a national treasure, people. You be able to watch out for this man, bro. Hopefully he's still around. And I saw that the song came out 10 years ago, right? I hope he's still moving around because he's saying a lot of things that would offend a whole lot of people, bro. All right? He's for the downtrodden. That's what it is. That's what he is for. He is for the downtrodden, people. I love it. Obviously. He has something to say. He's dope. As I said, his cadence is a little iffy for me personally. But his message alone and how he's actually, delivering on a track is solid. All right, let's get it.
Little kids surrounded by knives and heroin needles. I represent for the people, let down by a nation and left in the streets where it's evil. Community outcasts, cold, tired and feeble. I represent single mums, all alone on their own, trying to put food in the mouth for the two sons. And the father's gone, there's no cash flow, lack of income, but that's just the way it is. She counts 15 needles, pushing her prime on the way to the lift. This is where Brown said it's safe to live and raise kids. She finds a way out of the block, with 2 kids and a pram and a rip and a stain on the top. She goes to sign on just to maintain the little she's got. For her kids' sake, they'll never see a decent life, but they can dream when they sleep tonight. They've been hung out and left to dry. The kids are in bed, mums left to cry. I represent for the people, let down by a nation and left in the streets where it's evil. Little kids surrounded by knives and heroin needles. I represent for the people, let down by a nation and left in the streets where it's evil. Community outcasts, cold, tired and feeble. I represent for the old folk that live alone, no family or kids at home, and all he wants is someone to speak to, but nobody thinks the phone. Sits at home in the dark, no electric. Since his wife passed, he can't accept it.
This is what I always say, right? Often, if my mother was to call me right now, right, you would hear me talking to my mother. Do you understand this shit right here? Like, listen, respect the people that gave you your life. That's it, bro. All right? Always. Listen, I'll call my mother every single day. If my grandmother's still alive, I'll call my grandmother. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Like, respect the people that bore you. You get what I mean? Respect. Let's get it.
But nobody thinks the phone. Sits at home in the dark, no electric. Since his wife passed, he can't accept it. He feels isolated, neglected, and now his council flat's infested. So he goes to the shop for his papers with his stick and he falls in the mud. The people around him all pulled him up, but to him that's just a reminder. He's old and he's weak with no one to love. I see clouds up above, another bad day in a diary. An old man, one of many killed by society, strangled quietly. I represent for the people, let down by a nation and left in the streets where it's evil. Little kids surrounded by knives and heroin needles. I represent for the people, let down by a nation and left in the streets where it's evil. Community outcasts, cold, tired and feeble. I represent for the people, let down by a nation and left in the streets where it's evil.
There's a lot.
Little kids surrounded
There's a lot going on.
I represent for the people, let down by a nation and left in the streets where it's evil. Community outcasts, cold, tired and feeble.
All right. Listen, yeah, let me know in the comments the next one of these I should be listening to, right? Specifically, if it's like this. I like the concept of this. Like, he's bringing light to a situation that obviously, many people not be aware of, right? Dude, I'm here for it, all right? Yeah, let me know in the comments the next one I should be listening to, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. And listen, you guys all have an amazing day, okay? Enjoy it.